Hello students, welcome to the SRBPS virtual classroom program. I am your biology educator Prerna Rathi. Okay students, so let us start today's class. Today we will be doing human reproduction part 4 where we will be discussing pregnancy and the complete embryonic development, formation of placenta, the process of parturition and the process of lactation. Let us start with pregnancy and embryonic development. As we had done in the last class, up till implantation, the blastocyst was embedded inside the uterine wall and the pregnancy was said to be established. The cells of the trophoblast of the blastocyst will now differentiate into an inner layer and an outer layer. The outer layer, that is the chorion, will form chorionic villi which grow into the endometrium. They form finger-like projections. Chorionic villi are finger-like projections. The uterine tissue also forms similar finger-like projections and they are interdigitated to form a structure called placenta. समझ आया? chorionic villi एक साइड से, uterine tissue एक साइड से और इनका क्या हो जाएगा? interdigitation. So, how does placenta formation takes place? It is an intimate connection between the chorionic villi and the uterine tissue which acts as a structural and functional unit of interaction between the embryo and the maternal body. What is the main function of placenta? Placenta actually performs three functions. It provides all the nutrients and the oxygen to the developing embryo from the mother's body. Also, it removes all the waste, that is carbon dioxide and other nitrogenous waste from the fetal tissue and gives it to the maternal tissue. Also, it acts as an endocrine tissue. This is the glandular function of placenta. It releases HCG, human chorionic gonadotrophin, HPL, human placental lactogen, estrogen and progesterones, which are all very helpful during pregnancy. As you can see clearly in this diagram, the placental villi formation has been shown how it has been embedded in the uterine wall, the formation of yolk sac inside the cavity of the uterus. There is a umbilical cord which connects the fetus to the placenta. Also in the same diagram, you see the cervix has been blocked by a plug until the complete development takes place. Let us discuss the embryonic development in detail. Now, there is an umbilical cord we have just seen which connects the placenta to the embryo. Then the inner cell mass, one was trophoblast which led to the formation of chorion. The inner cell mass will form the ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm. What are these? These are the germ layers. These germ layers will further develop into various body organs. After 1 month, the heart of the fetus is formed and by the end of the second month, fetus develops limbs and digits. There are arms and there are legs and there are digits, fingers are present there. By the end of the third month, most of the organ systems have already been developed. By 5th month, the hair appear on the entire body and small movements of the fetus will start inside the womb of the mother. After 6 months, the eyelids will separate and proper eyelashes will be formed. By the end of 9 months, fetus is completely developed and it is ready for delivery, which is known as, yes, parturition. Let us see the definition of parturition. It is the act of expelling out a full-term fetus from the mother's uterus at the end of the gestation period called parturition. It is induced by a neuroendocrine mechanism. It originates from the fetal ejection reflex, which is a movement of the fetus at the end of 9 months. Oxytocin is also released at the same time, which induces strong uterine muscle contractions or commonly called the labor pains and leads the expulsion of the baby from the birth canal. Lastly, the process of lactation. the body prepares for the process of lactation throughout the gestation period. The mammary glands of female undergo differentiation and start producing milk by the end of the pregnancy. This is called lactation. The milk that comes out the mammary glands during the initial days of lactation is called colostrum. It contains several antibodies and nutrients which are very important for the development of the fetus or the baby once it is expelled out. Let us now quickly recapitulate what we have learnt in this class. We learnt about the entire pregnancy, how embryonic development occurs, how placenta is formed, what are the different functions of placenta, how process of parturition or delivery occurs, and what is lactation and how does lactation occur. With this, we have come to the end of human reproduction. I hope you all understood what I taught. I suggest you all make complete use of the YouTube channel to enhance your learning. So until next time, goodbye, take care.